Hi, my name is Mark and I work for Sell Your Products Online. Welcome along to this YouTube video on how to set up WordPress in 5 minutes. There's a few things you're going to need to start with. That's a website that you've got FTP access to and that you've also got control panel access to so that you can set up databases. This is what my website looks like at the moment, but in a few minutes it's going to look like a fresh install of WordPress. Right, let's get started. I have started a text file with some details that I'm going to use later. This is the information for accessing my site via FTP. This is the information I'm going to use later for accessing the WordPress admin. Already got my username set up and my password already saved. And in this section, I'm going to record the details that WordPress will need to access the database, which I need to set up now. Right, this is the control panel area for the website where I'm going to set up WordPress today. Down here, to set up a new database, I need to click on My SQL Databases. Setting up a new database on this control panel is a case of pretty much just entering the name of the database I want and recording some details. So let's do that. I get a message, successfully created database. I scroll down and there we go. It's added a little bit on to the end of the name of the database so that it's definitely going to be unique. I need to go ahead and copy these details into the file I made earlier. With this control panel, I've created the name of the database and that also becomes the username for the database. So I copy these in. I need the password that was auto created for me. And I need this bit here for the host because the databases with this control panel, they're stored remotely somewhere else. Right, I'll save that. That's all I need for now. Going across to Google now and do a search for download WordPress. Let's click the top link and download it. In Firefox, if I click up here, I can access the place where I downloaded WordPress very quickly. I need to unzip this to make it a lot easier to upload it to the website. So right click and extract here. Okay, so it's safely on my desktop. I need to use an FTP access program to install that on the website. For that, I'm going to use FileZilla. It's asking for host, username and password, which I've got saved in my document earlier. Let's get those out. If you're installing WordPress on a top level domain, you'd usually probably go for the public HTML folder. In my case, it's going to be on a subdomain that's called WordPress. So I double click and enter the WordPress folder. And enter the WordPress folder on my local computer as well. And there's all the files I need to get WordPress working. Quickest thing to do, click the top one, hold shift, click the bottom one, drag and drop. Right, that's done. Let's go and see how the website's changed. Refresh the page. Excellent. So that worked successfully. Get a little message from WordPress. Well, let's go. This is where I'm going to need the database details I saved earlier. Right, let's go and get them. Database name. Just copy and paste. Username's the same in my case. In your case, it might be different. Password, copy that. Copy that into there. And most cases, localhost is okay, but in the case of our control panel, you need to enter this stuff here. All right, the table prefix is okay to leave as WP underscore and click submit. So that's worked all right. It's able to communicate with the database, run the installation. My site title is just going to be WordPress. I'm sure you'll have something much more impressive than that. My username, I'm going to get it from the document I created earlier. So copy that, stick that in. I don't much like this password. I like to use my own. And my email address at the bottom. And I'm going to discourage search engines from discouraging this site because it's only a test site for demonstrating the effectiveness of WordPress. Click install WordPress. And that's it. You get the success message and everything has worked fine. And the website has gone from looking like that to looking like that. Thanks for watching. But of course, we don't want to leave it there. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to get started setting up your website to get it looking just how you want.